Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about algebraic fractions, and basically an algebraic fraction is just a normal type of fraction with some algebraic terms or expressions in there. So I'll try to start off as simply as possible. Let's say we could have a fraction a over b. So that means a could be anything and b could be anything. So obviously you're very familiar with normal fractions like 1 over 3 or 2 over 5 and things like that. So here we've got two variables a and b, and we could add another algebraic fraction there, such as a over b again. Now remember, this I'd suggest if you're not familiar with adding and subtracting and doing operations with normal fractions, I would suggest going back and working on that before you watch the rest of this video, because I'm going to be skimming over some of those details. So, but with your normal fractions, to add fractions you need the denominator to be the same. So if you've got a plus b over a plus b, the denominator there is already the same, so all you have to do is add the numerators. So a plus a is 2a over b. So your fraction there will be 2a over b. And then you could have two different algebraic fractions like a over b plus c over d. And then so in order to make the denominator the same, you need to actually multiply those two denominators. So the denominator here will actually become bd. So you need to multiply that first fraction by d, the whole thing. So a times d will be a d. And then the second fraction you need to multiply that whole thing by b. So d times b would be bd, so you've got that denominator, and then the top term will be cb. So that's how you would add those types of algebraic fractions. Well, that's actually kind of a formula for adding any fractions as well, if you think about it. So you can get examples with expressions in them as well, such as these. So you could have something like x plus 2 over 5 plus 2x minus 1 over 4, for example. And then you need to simplify that this problem. So you've got x plus 2 over 5 over here, and 4 is the denominator over here. So we need to make that denominator equal. Well, we can multiply them together. We can multiply that fraction by 4, so we're going to get 4x plus 2 over 20, and then this one we can multiply by 5, so we'll get 5 2x minus 1 over 20. So now we have the denominators the same. We can add the expressions on the top line. So we can write that all over 20, and then I'll expand out those brackets so I can simplify. Oops. Okay, so then let's have a look at the like terms. So I've got 4x here and a 10x here, and the plus 8 and minus 5. Now we need to combine those like terms. So 4x plus 10x, that's 14x. And then 8 minus 5, that's plus 3 over 20. And that's that problem simplified. That's as far as you can go. There's no other common factors you can take out. So 14x plus 3 over 20. Okay, so you can get other problems like division of algebraic fractions. So 5y minus 10, for example, over 15. And then you can have divide by y minus 2 over 3y. Okay, now when you are dividing fractions, the easiest way to deal with these is to flip the second fraction and turn it into a multiplication. So you can have 5y minus 10 over 15, and then turns that into a multiplication, and that will be 3y over y minus 2. Now I like to simplify as much as possible before I start multiplying things. and I can see that I've got a 3 here, and a 3 goes into 15 5 times, so I can cancel those. And now you might see another detail that I could cancel now. I'm going to leave that. You might see another shortcut. See if you can spot it. But here, so I've got, so in here now I can multiply everything. So I've got a y and a 5y minus 10. So let's just write that in brackets for now. And then a 5y minus 2. 5y minus 2. Okay. Okay, so you might have seen. So if I expand that out, I'm going to leave that as is on the top line, because I can see if I expand that bottom line out, that's going to be 5y minus 10. Do you notice? Well, I've got a 5y minus 10 on the top line as well. They're going to cancel out, and this whole thing is just going to be y. Okay, so that's that simplified. You can see these can get quite tricky and complicated, but you know, it's just the basic steps of adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing fractions. If you're comfortable with those operations, then you really know how to deal with these problems. Okay, and then you can have other ones where you just have to simplify. So you might have things like this: 100bd squared over 25b. So this is going to be 100b squared d, because you have to square everything in those brackets. You can't just square one of them. And then 25b. Okay, so you're just spotting what you can cancel. So 25 goes into 100 4 times, and then b cancels with one of those b terms on the top line. So you're just left with b there, and then so this is just going to be 4bd squared. And that's all I really wanted to go over in this video. I just wanted to have a quick look at some different examples. Really, I think if you're comfortable already with fractions, then algebraic fractions aren't anything too new or difficult. I would suggest if you are having problems with this, perhaps go back and do some extra practice with normal fractions first, and see if there are any issues you can pick up there. As always, let me know if there's anything any problems or issues that you're having, and anything I could go over in more detail. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.